What's going on, guys? Hope you're having a great day out there. Today, guys, we're going to be doing a little more work, fuel upgrades on the Traxxas Sledge, and kind of an overall, my thoughts and feelings on this thing after owning it now for a couple months, and, you know, what I've all done to mine. Obviously, mine's pretty far from stock at this point, but there's still a lot of stock stuff about it. One thing we are changing out from stock are the shock caps. I have broke two of the plastic ones now, and I just got in down at my local hobby shop down there, play things, etc. Just got me in the aluminum version of the shock cap. So we're going to get these things changed out. They do run 49 bucks. They're not cheap, just like most of the shiny aluminum parts that Traxxas sells. And yes, guys, you know, one of the comments I have had so many times with so many videos with this car is, you know, for $800, you shouldn't have to do this stuff to the car. Well, how many other cars have either been 500, 600, 700, 800 that you put money into? It doesn't matter what brand it is. Certain cars do need a little more help than others. But overall, guys, the Sledge has been an awesome platform. I mean, I have thoroughly enjoyed running this car. It's blast. It handles great. It jumps nice. And, you know, it's been a good time. But we're going to get working on a few things. We're also going to try out some new tires on this thing. We're going to put a set of the D-Boots backflip LPs on this thing, and I'm going to run it like that next time and see how I like those compared to the Sledgehammer. So we're going to go get the shock caps changed out, get the tires changed out, and then we'll go over a few other things with the car here and see what she looks like. All right, guys, well, I pulled the back shocks off of here, and this was the shock cap off of the Max. When I originally broke this last one on the Sledge, I was tested to see if the Max ones were the same. However, they are not. As you can see, the Maxes just take the little metal insert in there on these. The ones on the Sledge have this big plastic insert that goes into there. And I kind of like the design. I mean, it seems to hold up well. It fills it up, and you don't have the bushing falling out separately like the plastic ones like you do on most of the, you know, your Armalite and stuff like that. So I do kind of like this whole setup. But we're going to get the caps changed out on here. You guys know how to change out a cap. So I'll bring you guys back when I get all the caps changed out, see how they look, and go from there. On a side note, with the kit, they do supply all new plastic inserts with it. So that's kind of nice. At least you don't have to, you know, move over the inserts. They do give you new inserts with the new caps. But I'm guessing we're going to have to change over the bladder from these. I also picked these up while I was down at my local hobby shop. These are the hardened suspension pins, the complete set. They're 16 bucks, but this is the hardened steel version. I know everybody's been breaking the hinge pins on these things left and right. So I picked up a set of the hardened version, and I'm going to start changing these out as I break them again and see how these ones hold up. But that's the part number 9540, and like I said, they're 16 bucks, and it gives you the full set, upper, lower, everything. So if you guys want to swap your stock ones out, and again, this is weird, you know, for the price of the car, yes, they should automatically come with a hardened version, but that's the way they do it, guys. Unfortunately, if you want to play, you got to pay. Old, shiny new. They fit up nice. They look great. So I'm going to get the rest of these changed out. And yeah, you do just have to swap over the bladder, which is easy enough, and tighten them down, pop it in new inserts, and you're good to go. I like the orange. It'll match the rest of the car. Yeah, she's all fitted up. They look nice, that's for sure. And at least not have to worry about these breaking off anymore, because that's a bummer way to cut your bash day a little short, or the shock cap snapping. So I'm going to go get the front torn off now and get those done. And then we'll get the tires mounted up on this thing and see how they look with the back flip LPs. All right, guys. Well, we got the new shock caps fitted up on the front and back, and they definitely look nice. They match great with the blue and the orange theme on this thing so far. And could be happier with the way this thing has been turning out and the way it's been running. Again, any guys that are newer, I am running the Max 6 combo in here. Well, I'm running the Max 6 ESC with the Rocket 1700 kV motor with the 46-16 gearing on this. And last time I took her out, she ran great. I mean, it didn't get hot, but she definitely got warmer after running it nonstop for probably about 20, 25 minutes. But the gearing worked out great. It had tons of power, tons of snap to it. Was really happy with the gearing on this thing. So let's go ahead and get the tires fitted up on this thing now and finish this thing up. All right, guys. Well, we're swapping the tires over, but I quickly wanted to show you guys the size difference between the backflip LPs. These are the 4S backflips and the Sledgehammer. As you can tell, they are a tiny bit shorter, or the Sledges are a tiny bit taller. They are just a little bit bigger around tire, but not by much. And the foams in these, I really like these tires, but man, the foam gave up rather fast. So I'm going to try the 4S backflips on here and see how I like these. If, you know, for some reason I don't like these, I might grab another set of these Sledges because I do like the tires. But I'm going to go ahead and get these things fitted up on here and see how she looks. All right, guys. Well, she is all fitted up with the backflip LPs, the 4S backflip tires. And man, I think it looks pretty sweet with these tires on there. They're very well proportional to the car, I think. Can't wait to take this thing out and give this thing a rip with these tires on there. Things should be awesome. Also, I'm running the M2C Racing 17 millimeter adapters on this thing, and they do give you 6.5 millimeters per side. So it gives you a total of 13 millimeters of extra width to the Sledge. So if you guys are looking to make it just a little bit wider and go to a normal 17 millimeter socket, definitely go check out M2C Racing for those things, guys. But guys, we got everything all fitted up on this thing. We got the new shock caps, got the M2C Racing motor mounted center differential in there. We do have now the M2C Racing chassis under this thing. And I think she's ready to go out to take a good beating. This thing has already taken a really good beating, and I have had a ton of fun with this thing. But guys, should just get better and better, right? But, you know, the last time I had it out, you know, we had some goofy things, some hinge pins breaking, and then I broke a shock cap and some stuff. So now we got that stuff fixed up, got some upgraded parts in there and on that stuff. So should make it a little bigger and better, and get out there and have some more run time with it and a lot more fun. This truck has definitely been a great time. I've really been enjoying it. Way more than I thought I was going to. When I first bought this Sledge, I was a little bit apprehensive. Number one, the price seemed kind of high for a truggy, but figured, well, you know, it's Traxxas, it's his first real truggy. You know, same kind of platform as the Creighton, and I wanted to check it out. And honestly, guys, I haven't been disappointed. Been a lot of fun. Things been great to run. Handles unique. You know, it's different than the Creighton. You know, I know everybody else has said they look alike, but they definitely handle and drive differently, and I really, really like the way that this thing handles and drives. And that's why, you know, with the M2C Racing chassis I just put on here, you know, you could put the motor in either direction. You could put the motor in the back and put the ESC up front, or use the stock motor and the stock setup, however you want to do it. But I think that having the motor in the front of this thing kind of gave this thing some of the characteristics and the handling characteristics that is kind of different. So that's why I wanted to leave the motor in the forward-facing position, because honestly, I'm not really interested in going with anything bigger, too much bigger of a can in this car, because I think the drivetrain's kind of built for about this size of power. Because if I go too much bigger, I think I'm going to start having a lot of problems with drivetrains and differentials and everything else, and I don't want to get into all that. And this rocket motor with the ESC has got tons of power. So this is my setup. This is how I'm going to run it, and I've been really enjoying it. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Making a few more little changes, alterations to the Traxxas Sledge, and just make it a little more fun. But guys, that's going to do it for the video. Thanks for tuning in, and I appreciate the support on always. But that's going to do it. So until next time, y'all be safe. Be careful out there. Peace out, everybody.